Okay, today what we will do is we'll study the isothermal efficiency of the compressor. We will study the different efficiencies. For example, isothermal efficiency we'll study, then we'll do volumetric efficiencies. Now see here, what is the condition for minimum work? Now see, we all know that the area inside the PV diagram will give us work done, right? So the minimum will be the area. If the area is less, then the work done will be less. Yes or no? Now see, the work done of the air will be minimum only when the area of the diagram is minimum. Now see, you can see this PV diagram. In this PV diagram, this height of this diagram is fixed. What is the diagram? See here, we are not considering the clearance volume here. We are not considering the clearance volume. What is this? This is my PV diagram. See here, now this 1 to 4 line is fixed. 1 to 4 is fixed and 4 to 3 is fixed. What is 4 to 3? 4 to 3 is the height of this diagram. This height of the diagram is fixed. It is given by the pressure ratio. Now what is the length of the diagram? 4 to 1 is fixed. That is volume is fixed. Vs plus Vc is fixed. Height of the diagram is fixed. Okay, now see what is varying here. We can see I have drawn it 3 processes. One is adiabatic. This dotted line indicates adiabatic. That is 1 to 2 dash, 1 to 2 is polytropic, and 1 to 2 double dash is isothermal. These lines are different with changing, right? So changing. So means what? This work done is influenced by what? The work done is influenced by the line 1 to 2. Okay, now see, if I take this 1 to 2, what is the area? This area will be 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 6. It increases, right? If I take this 1 to 2 dash adiabatic लिया तो क्या होता है? 1 to 2 dash, 2 dash to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1 और 6, 4 to 1 will be. एरिया इंक्रीज हुआ. अभी देखो मिनिमम एरिया कौन सा होगा? मिनिमम एरिया कौन सा होगा? ये असम पर ले तो 1 to 2 double dash, 2 double dash to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1. This area will be minimum. If I hash this area will be minimum. So I want to do this derivation for this isothermal efficiency of the compressor. Now see, what is the area now? What is the area formula for area? What is isothermal work is equals to area under this curve. You can see the derivation that I have written. So what is work done in isothermal process? P2V2 natural logarithm of P2 by P1. Okay, what is P2V2 natural logarithm of P2 by P1 plus P2V2 minus P1V1. This is my work done. Now see here, if I what is there? P1V1 by T1 equals to P2V2 by T2. In isothermal process, temperature remains constant, right? Means what? T1 is equals to T2. Now this T2 can cancel. So what is remaining? P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2 double dash. Now what I'll do, I'll substitute this value in this equation. So what I'll get? P2 V2 double dash ln P2 P1 equals to P1 V1 natural logarithm of P2 by P1. If I can write like this, no? What is PV? PV is equals to MRT. So what happened? Indicated work per cycle equals to MRT1 ln of P2 by P1. What is isothermal efficiency? Isothermal efficiency formula क्या है? Isothermal efficiency equals to what? Isothermal work upon indicated work. What is isothermal work? Isothermal work is equals to this one. Now what is my indicated work or isothermal work? MRT1 ln of P2 by P1. What is indicated work? We have done in the previous derivation, right? What is that? It was like this. What is that? N upon n minus 1 MRT1. What is this? Pressure ratio n minus 1 upon n minus 1. This is my, what is this? This is my indicated work. Now I will substitute that. So isothermal work upon indicated work. Now if I substitute, okay, what is isothermal efficiency? Isothermal efficiency will be isothermal work upon indicated work. Now substituting what I will get? This MRT and MRT get cancelled. What is remaining? Ln of P2 by P1 divided by n upon n minus 1 into Rp. This is remaining. Now after substituting, what I will get? See here. Ln of Rp divided by n upon n minus 1 into Rp raised to n minus 1 upon minus 1. After substituting, what I will get? See here, this one n minus 1 upon n, it will go up, no? So n minus n upon n into ln of Rp divided by Rp n minus 1 upon n minus 1. This is nothing but isothermal efficiency. Okay. Now what is next? Next is my volumetric efficiency. Now see here, for considering volumetric efficiency, what I am doing, I am considering the clearance volume over here. So you can see clearance volume is there, sept volume is there. Now what is total volume? Total volume always is nothing but Vs plus Vc is your total volume. Now what is V effective? Next, induced volume. If I want to take induced volume, what is induced volume? Induced volume will be V1 minus V4. Now if I want to take only if I want to take swept volume Vs, what is Vs? Vs will be V1 minus V3. Okay, this is the important terms which you understand from this PV diagram. Now see, what is the volumetric efficiency? Volumetric efficiency is defined as the ratio of air delivered at free pressure and temperature to the swept volume is nothing but my volumetric efficiency. Now see what is general gas equation. From general gas equation you can write that PV is equal to MRT. So it will be M is equal to PV upon RT. If I want to consider the effective swept volume, so M will be PVS upon RT. If I am considering the mass, if I am considering swept volume only, so MS will be PVS upon RT. What is volumetric efficiency? It can be written as M upon MS. So PVS upon RT upon PVS upon RT. So it will be RT get cancelled. What is remaining? VS upon VS. That is effective swept volume upon swept volume will give me volumetric efficiency. Okay. Now what I can write? See the derivation. What is induced volume? Induced volume is equals to V1 minus V4. I have discussed earlier. What is V1? You can see the previous diagram. You can see the previous diagram that what is V1 volume? Total volume is equals to what? This Vs plus Vc will give me total volume V1. V1 is equals to Vs plus Vc. Now if I substitute this V1 ka value over here, I will get Vs plus Vc minus V4. Now see. P1 V1 raised to n is equals to P2 V2 raised to 1. So what will be V2 by V1? V2 by V1 equals to P1 by P2 raised to 1 minus n. See, volume and pressure are always, they are, how to say, indirectly proportional. They are not directly proportional. They are, now you see, if V2, if volume increases, pressure has to decrease. So V2 by V1 equals to P1 by P2 raised to 1 minus 1. So V4 by V3 will be what? P3 by P4 raised to 1 minus n. We know that P3 is, see, from PH diagram, we know that P3 equals to P2. And P1 is equals to P4, right? So if I substitute this, I will get V4 by V3 is equals to P2 by P1 raised to 1 by n. See, now we can write what is P2 by P1. P2 by P1 is again RP, expansion ratio or compression ratio. So V4 by V3 is equals to RP raised to 1 minus n. Now what will be V4? V4 equals to V3 into RP raised to 1 minus n. So if I substitute this value of what I will do, I will substitute the value of V4 in this equation. So it will be Vs plus Vc minus V3 into RP raised to 1 by n. Now, see, you can see here. In this diagram, we can see that V3 equals to Vc. See here, Vc is equals to V3. What is that? Clearance volume is equals to volume at 0.3. If I substitute this V3 is equals to Vc, what I will get? Vs plus Vc minus Vc into RP raised to 1 by n. What I will do? I will take this Vc common. Vs minus Vc will take out. What is remaining? RP raised to 1 minus n minus 1 is remaining. Now again I will take Vs common. If I take Vs common, what happens? I have to divide and multiply this equation by Vs. So Vs by Vs minus Vc by Vs into RP raised to 1 minus n minus 1 into Vs. So Vs by Vs is 1 minus Vs by Vc into RP raised to 1 minus n minus 1 into Vs. So what is remaining here? C by Vs is nothing but clearance ratio. There is nothing but C. Like Ves is equals to 1 minus C into RP 1 minus n minus 1 into Vs. Now what is volumetric efficiency? Ves by Vs. What is Ves? 1 minus C RP raised to 1 minus n minus 1 into Vs upon Vs. So Vs get cancelled. What is remaining? Efficiency, volumetric efficiency is equals to 1 minus C into RP raised to 1 by n minus 1. Or you can write as 1 minus RP, or multiply this C into whole bracket. 1 minus RP raised to 1 minus n into C plus C is that volumetric efficiency. See, now what happens is, now when the air, when during suction stroke, the air gets heated up. Why it gets heated up? While passing through the hot walls and coming in contact with the cylinder walls. So temperature of the air inside the suction stroke will increase. Due to this heating effect, the condition of air entering the compressor is different from that ambient conditions. What is ambient condition? Ambient conditions means atmospheric conditions. It will be cold, right? Now the air that is already present in the compressor will be hot. So if PA and TA, that is PA and T are the pressure and temperature of the ambient air respectively, so I can write PV upon RT, PV upon T, PV by T is equals to what? P1 into V1 minus V4 upon T1. So what will be VA? VA will be P1 by T1 into TA by VA into V1 minus V4. Hence volumetric efficiency referred to, what is that? Volumetric efficiency we can write as VA upon V1 minus V3. Now what is VA? Substitute the value of VA. That is P1 by T1 into TA by PA into V1 minus V4. So P1 by T1 into TA by PA into V1 minus V4. A already does that, no? V1 minus V3 was already present. So P1 by T1 upon TA by PA. And I have told you that V1 minus V4 effect is nothing but VES. I have already written in the previous equation that V1 minus V4 is VES and V1 minus V3 will be swept volume VS. So if I substitute this, what is this? This is volumetric efficiency. So PA by P1 by T1 equal to TA by PA. So what is volumetric efficiency? We have got it in the LD derivation. See here, you can see I got it as 1 plus C minus RP raised to 1 minus n into C. I'll substitute this value in this equation. So what I'll get? Efficiency, volumetric efficiency actual is equals to P1 into TA upon T1 into PA. 1 plus C minus C into V. What is RP? V2 by V1.